Welcome back, everyone, to episode 5. I'm here with Axel, Nordy, and Scratch, and we're excited to talk about our inspirations and a lot of other fun stuff today. Hope you enjoy.
So on Monday, we got the results for round 1 of IATC. So congratulations to everybody who made it through to round 1, and good luck to everyone who didn't in the wildcards coming up later in the month.
Be on the lookout. If you didn't make it into round 1, make sure you keep an eye on your local venues in case they're holding a wildcard tournament where you can jump on board and secure your spot in round 1.
I'd like to welcome you to our new part of our segment, the 10 in 10. And we would like to welcome and thank Ryan from Warriors Axe Throwing, Sasha, or one of our Axe Girls, and Kral from Valhalla for participating in this week's episode. Hope you have fun and get ready because maybe you'll have to answer 10 in 10.
Welcome, Ryan. Thank you very much for doing this. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Right. Are you ready for 10 questions in 10 seconds?
I'm going to be as ready as I am. Yeah. I'll ever be.
What is your nickname or handle?
Maverick.
Where do you throw?
Warriors Axe Throwing out of Coburg, Ontario, Canada.
What do you throw?
Yeah, lots of different axes. Right now, I'm throwing a vintage plum, but I have a couple 81s. I have a TK. I have a collection, and honestly, I can throw them all relatively well. But right now, I've got a vintage plum that just seems to be working.
Does your axe have a name?
No.
IATF, WATL, both, neither.
IATF, 100%.
What is your day job?
I own another business as well in asphalt maintenance equipment.
How long have you been throwing axes?
2.5 years.
Cheerleader or coach?
Both, 100%.
If anyone in the world that you could pick from, who would you choose to throw axes with?
Julio Romero. I love the guy. Yeah, he's
Who's
cool.
that? Where is the closest axe to you right now?
In my shop, about probably 30 steps away.
What is your nickname or handle?
Kral.
C-R-A.
AAL.
Where do you throw?
Valhalla North Axe Throwing, my venue.
How long have you been throwing?
5 years, roughly.
What do you throw?
I throw Gen 1 Warriors Plum.
Does your axe have a name?
No, surprisingly it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
IATF, WATL, both or neither?
IATF.
What's your day job?
Owning an axe throwing venue, it's great.
Cheerleader or coach?
Coach, always.
Anybody in the world, who would you choose to throw axes with?
Oh, Jason Momoa, just so that I could prove to the world that he's not the big axe throwing god that everybody thinks he is.
Where is the closest axe to you right now?
Well, can we take a walk?
You can.
Because there
You
are.
got 10 seconds. Oh, okay, so we got some close then.
Yeah, we have stock. So I have about 150, 5 feet from me.
Right. Sasha, thank you so much for sitting down with me today to answer the Axe Girls 10 and 10. Are you ready for 10 questions with 10 seconds to answer?
Yes, ready as I'll ever be.
What is your nickname?
I don't have a nickname. I am Sasha with a unicorn emoji behind my name.
Where do you throw?
I throw at Battle, Calgary, True North in Lethbridge, and Rival Axe Throwing in Airdrie.
What do you currently throw?
I throw Flying Fox, Hatchet. I throw a Hatchet that I'm not allowed to throw in Waddle at IATF. And then I throw an Egg Door and another illegal axe head in Waddle.
Do your axes have a name?
My axes have never had a name. Any of them have ever had a name.
IATF, WATL, both or neither?
Both.
What is your day job?
My day job is I'm a child and youth support worker. I work for an Indigenous organization in a group home looking after high-risk kids and youth, and I work with teenage girls right now.
How long have you been drawing?
I've been throwing axes for about 6 years now. Half of that has been Waddle.
Cheerleader or coach?
I am much better at being a cheerleader than I am a coach, for sure.
Of anybody, anywhere in the world, who would you like to throw axes with?
These questions don't get any easier. I'm gonna say Axel.
Oh, you're sweet. Where is the closest axe to you right now?
So the closest axe to me is about 20 feet away in the kitchen dining room area sitting on the island.
10 questions, and you have 10 seconds to answer each question. So don't get a lot of time to think, and I think it really shows more of your personality than something staged. So we will be asking very similar questions of our guests, but some of the questions are going to change, so you won't be able to prepare. But hit us up if you want to be on our 10 and 10 segment. All right, so we submitted a couple of weeks ago the question in who is your inspiration in axe throwing, and we were overwhelmed with the response that we couldn't give it the justice in last week's episode. So today we want to spend a little bit of time to go over what appears to be an amazing group of people and the people who posted them there. So, but firstly, more importantly, Scratch, you weren't here. So who inspires you in axe throwing?
So me and my husband Carl have a very competitive relationship with everything, but especially in axe throwing. So he always keeps me going when I'm feeling a bit, meh. But to be honest, over the past sort of couple of months, just having like you girls and also my girls at league as well, just there for a bit more backup and a bit more support, it really just keeps you going when you have some times when you're just a bit stuck in a rut and you kind of don't know what to do. So yeah, I would say first of all Carl, but then all of my girls and friends that I've met over the past couple of months.
Awesome. We love you too, Scratch.
Oh, thank you.
We're always here for you.
Hug.
Right back at you. There we go. All right. So we do want to take a minute and just read out some of the wonderful messages that you guys submitted, and we appreciate that you did that. And we hope that a lot of people are inspired by your messages and strive harder with their axe throwing. So I think most of our answers came from the sport of axe throwing or our own post on AXEGIRLS.tv. So we're just gonna go through them one by one, and if your name's there, well done you, and those of you who posted, thank you.
So I think I'm going to start off. So Ryan from Warriors Axe Throwing, our wonderful sponsor. His inspiration, there's quite a few people here, and apologies if I pronounce any of the names wrong. But Julio Romero, Randa Clint, Bargados Marquez, Kimmy Sutnet, Laura Teague, Matt Harrisco, Matt Brown, Goose, and he said he can't list all the peeps, way too many. Then Tasia Cobbs,
Tasha? I don't know.
Tasha. Oh,
I don't
Tasha
know.
Cobbs. One of those. Mine would probably be two local guys, Vince Prater and Jonathan Jolly. And Ryan Smith. All have different skills, different throws, but they all have one thing in common: discipline. My local guys are top in our league. They have helped and inspired her to grow and take this sport more seriously. I admire Ryan because of his overall approach to the sport, and they aspire to be as focused as him one day. That's nice.
Very nice.
I need to be more focused. I get distracted way too easily with everything, not just acting.
Oh, look at
Life.
school, right? That's me.
Oh, who else? Right, so Christopher Olsen, interesting. He is his own hero. Go on, Christopher Olsen.
Good for you.
I know.
Right?
Go.
Yeah, right.
Confidence.
Exactly, yeah. Cameron Joseph, Rupert, 100%. He convinced me to start the Black Pro League, and he helped me a shit ton with technique and even getting me into plums.
Out of context, that sentence is very strange.
It is,
If
yeah.
you're not in axe throwing, hearing that, you'd be like, what is plums? But okay.
I know.
Yes.
No, especially when you're talking about a shit ton.
Yeah, I know.
Those prunes.
Anyone watching this who doesn't know a lot about axe throwing, he helped him a lot with the technique and got him into a certain type of axe called a plum. There we go.
Thank you for that explanation.
And last from me was Dave Lougheed. Matt LeBlanc is Mr. Miyagi. Got to mention 81 Axes for always pushing the envelope in axe craft. Julio Romero for introducing me to Backstreet Boys. Jamie Raider for making pink great again. There's others, but hey, these are fun.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
All right. I'm going to continue here with Ed Brooks. We're at Rupert, Joe, Nestla, and Pops. I've heard that name before, but one day maybe we'll meet. Our own chaos inspired by all the Axe Girls. They inspire every day, throwing at leagues. They encourage everyone to help each other out, but also how they empower women in their everyday lives and are great role models. And we're all the best of friends. Aww. She would do anything for us, and I know we would do the same for her. She says she loves them all. So
Love you.
love you, chaos.
Love you, Mo.
All right. Denny Mills, Smashley. Her real name is Ashley Ann Grant, for being the ultimate badass and hype woman. My favorite power couple, Ken Smith and Amy Rosaborough Smith. Bishop Nikki Jeeves. Picture is worth 1,000 words. I feel like I need to see that picture. Oh, I know what that picture is. Actually, they're wearing my tank top that says I throw like a girl. I love it. Shooter Sheen Coutts for reminding me to slow the F down when I'm throwing. And Chris Ross for existing. Oh, that's very sweet. And y'all know inventing the Marathon League. Oh, good for you. I didn't know that. That's great. Thank you for that, Danny. Brandon McClester. Tim Stivers introduced me to a new throw. I took and ran away with, but always enjoyed watching and studying Mike Camp. Mike Camp.
Yeah.
Yes, he was the winner, I think, last year in WATL. Not sure.
Oh,
He's very, very talented. I do know that. Ashley Hilliard, Mark Tishko. He's willing to help anyone out and an absolute joy to throw with. He has one of the best attitudes ever witnessed, day in and day out. Hardest working axe thrower they know too. So that's awesome. What a good person that sounds like. And as always, got a shout out to Brandon McClester, who continues to work on my stubborn self to help me improve. So Brandon sounds like a great coach. Andrew McCarthy says, Travis Blake has been kicking ass since day one. He's helped everyone from rookies to people like myself that have been throwing as long as he has. Just sounds like a whole bunch of amazing people right there.
We got Patrick Scott. He has Brendan Palmer, Dustin Vaughn, and even though he can't tag him, Dennis, and I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, Trevanovic. And
That's as good
Sandy
as I would
Ann.
get it.
Pardon?
That's as good as I would get it. That's a tough thing to say.
And Sandy Ann, Darren Hudson, and Susie Powley are great role models and instructors. And Jessica Murray, our one and only baked potato. She doesn't really know how she could possibly pick one person. She's got Battle Axe, Marksman, Cody Fong, Get Fonged, Kita, Austin Campbell, Sauce Boss, Spencer is also known as Spenny, Liam O, D-Word, Tyler Cambites, Schooner, Jackie Combites, and really the whole True North axe throwing here, Lethbridge fam here. She's so sweet.
I didn't realize that Canadians say potato differently.
We do?
Potato.
How do you say
Say it
potato?
again.
Say
Potato?
it.
No,
Potato.
Amy.
Potato?
Potato?
You sounded like a boot, you know,
Oh,
like
so
that
cute.
inflection on it. It's
Right.
potato.
Potato?
Yeah, potato.
Potato?
Potato.
Now you're just trying.
Oh God.
Oh. Neela Rust says Tom Nelson is by far his most influential thrower to look up to. He is not just a great thrower, but an amazing person, and most know him as Buddha. He is badass.
Is it hard for you to say that word, Amy?
I wasn't sure if I was allowed.
Looked like it was a struggle to come out. You're like, I don't know.
And Will Galacto, Julio Romero, Brian Henry Starling, and Stefan Herda. There are some of the great ones there that's been around for a long time. They're pretty cool dudes. Robert L. Bergman, Mammy Hilton, wisdom and ability beyond her years, always willing to give superb advice like throw better, suck less.
That's good advice.
Great advice.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Oh, and I have Becky Arscott. She has so many people. Michael J. Moore Jr., Kara Fritz, Steve Malvey, Max Machado, Julio Romero, Derek Martin, Kyle Little, Nicole Grayboyce, and Clem Whittle. Kara Fritz, she's got Michael J. Moore Jr., 100%. Ryan McIntyre. I'd have never got serious about axe throwing if it weren't for Darren Hudson, Battle Axe. One of many people who have inspired me in the axe throwing is Smitty Caitlin Smith, who never gave up with a knee injury. She would continue to throw every league, even on crutches. She never gives up and stays determined to do her best. We got Kurt Johnson. I will second what Andrew McCarthy has posted. Travis Blake is top notch, always wanting and willing to help everyone and lend in or give an axe to someone. I've been grateful for his help and guidance, as well as witness to him at the end of the league night, take a group of new throwers and work with each one of them. That's awesome. And I think that rounds out all our inspirations for this week. They were awesome.
Actually,
Yes.
we were submitted a video by Marksman, so let's take a look at that.
Oh, okie doke.
Who's my inspiration? And to me, it's not an easy question. There's been a lot of people that have not just helped, but affected me. Like there's people that I've looked up to that have no idea what they did that actually did inspire me. There's so many to name, and I don't want to name them because I feel like I'm going to leave people out. But the top 4 straight up would be Tanner Kenny, Spencer Robinson, Colton Lawson, David Visser. Not necessarily in that order, it doesn't really matter, but they were always just such positive people. They were fun to play. They were always there to help if I had any questions. Chances are, without you even knowing it, you've inspired somebody. And you probably, you've never done anything different. You've just done whatever you've done. And there's people that are watching you and people that want to emulate you. People want to be you at that moment. That's the great thing about axe throwing is when you really look at it, everyone that I've met in axe throwing is my inspiration.
And we want to thank everybody for sending in their inspirations, who inspired them. Those were a joy to read and to find out other people who share our axe throwing strategies and inspirations. And we just are very grateful for all of you.
Thank you to everyone who inspired somebody to start in this amazing sport.
Bit up.
All right, a question for everyone watching and listening. And of course, I'm going to expect you guys to answer it first. But what's your most memorable moment in your career of axe throwing? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, Scratch.
I've got a good one and a bad one.
Both are memorable, right? Whether it's good or
Yeah,
bad,
yeah.
it's still memorable.
So my most memorable good moment was getting my 81. I worked really hard for it. I was absolutely ecstatic when I got it. And I will remember that moment always. It felt so good and I just couldn't stop telling everybody. I wanted everybody to know. I even told my mum and dad and they've no idea what it means. They're just like, oh, well done, great. And I'm like, it's the best you can get. But then also, unfortunately, that does come with that memory is the second 81 that I got and ran over the fault line. But that will stay with me for the rest of my life, but hopefully in a good way, because I'll never run over the fault line again.
That's true. You
So, yeah.
should never do that.
It's a haunting memory with positive outcomes.
You live and you learn, right?
It's the adrenaline. It's the excitement. It's the
Mhm.
Yeah.
squirrels.
I've not got one since, so I might do it again yet. We don't know.
You're gonna
We'll
get
have to
another
wait
one.
and see.
Scratch. Don't
You
give up.
I'll
will.
let you know.
What about you, Battle Axe? Is there a memory, good or bad, something memorable with axe throwing?
I have so many. It's really hard for me to choose. Like I'm trying to just choose one, but I can't. I would say my first 81 too. But my first league championship would be a big one. I love sports, but I'm not really into sports and I'm not really been a popular person or anything. So it was just a feeling of everyone cheering for me. It was not something I've experienced on a personal level before. And all the ladies came up and surrounded me and it was so overwhelming. And also there was the ladies league that I won, my first one happened just after my grandmother passed away. And she always cheered us on. And so I was really wanting to win that one for her. And I did. So it was kind of also a personal, emotional roller coaster and just a really special moment. And yeah, I would say that's one of many really memorable and amazing times.
Nice.
That's
That's a really
wonderful.
nice one.
Awesome. What about you, Nodi?
Well, I was
Memorable.
actually gonna say the same thing. It was my first league that I won the tournament. I threw all the time, every time, and I came out undefeated. And at the end, you said to me, "Oh, this is it." I'm like, "Huh?" yeah, you're in the finals. I was like, okay. And so then, yes, and then I won, and I was like, yay, and I won undefeated. That was like just the craziest thing ever, and it was awesome.
That's
Amazing.
It
cool.
was awesome. I witnessed it,
That
so
was,
I
that
agree.
was- that was only my second league.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Good for you.
That was
I was
awesome.
excited on that day, let me tell you.
I bet.
Good. All right, I guess it's
Yeah,
my turn.
Yeah, we're all waiting for you now.
I guess my it's gonna sound like really cheesy, but for me it was kind of like, because I was so new to IATF and I was running my very first tournament, was Burn Battle, and I took on a lot, and I think I was just overwhelmed at such a positive response. All the girls that signed up, like people came from New Jersey and Philadelphia and then the east of the state, and I was like kind of like blown away that it was happening at my venue and something that I had created, and I'm just getting a little teary now, but I loved that, and it was a wonderful tournament, and I know you guys all competed
Yeah.
at your respective venues, but I was just proud of that accomplishment, and I will always remember that day. It was such a fun day, and it seemed like
Yeah,
everyone had a great time, and I didn't win or anything, but you know what, I had fun. It was fantastic, and just to see those top-notch throwers, like obviously we had some of the best in Massachusetts and some of the best in the US, so I was, I don't know, touched, I guess, and I'll always remember that very first tournament that I had for Burn Battle. That was my memorable moment.
Oh no, Burn Battle was great. Like,
It was.
I think that I second that. It was our a lot of our girls' first time doing a tournament. They hadn't done a league before, and it was a really good sort of like warm up or like eye opener to like what it can be like, and I think that really got people's competitive side sort of flaring and just ready to go. So, yeah, thanks, Axel.
Oh, thanks, Scratch. And then you guys make every day memorable because you're awesome.
Oh,
Same to
thank
you.
I mean it, honestly. I look forward to it, chatting to you guys every day, and whether
I'm
it's
sure
good
you
or
wake up with a
bad.
message every day. Hello, me again. All right.
Well,
you wake up
it's-
to one off me. Amy wakes up to about 10,000 off us, and then Nordy like looks at it 3 days later with like 50,000.
I got 100,000 of them, and I'm going, oh, ooh, I'm going for, ooh, I
and
like
then every
that.
now and then we get a little reaction notification. Oh, it keeps us going. That's awesome.
I had someone say to me today when I was talking about the competitions, they're like, "Oh, it's really nice to see a girl doing it as well, because it's like like more of a male sport, really." I was like,
Just
Wait and
wow.
see.
I was like, well, actually, I said it's just misrepresentation. I said there's lots of women in the sport. I said I'm actually working with people to enhance that and to encourage more participation, things like that. And then I was just like, we've got all these girls and they're always coming in the top, like the top and this, that, and the other. So I was like,
I think
no.
she's talking about you, Bedless.
I was talking about people at my venue, actually. Oh, can someone
know.
explain the Collins rating?
I have no idea how that works.
Neither
Can
do
we get that
I.
Collins guy on? Because that guy, Chris Collins, he's the thing
He's
behind
responsible
Collins,
for it.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get him on to explain the current Collins rating.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I'll reach out. I'll
'Cause
ask him.
no one understands that, surely. I mean, do you? Does anyone?
No.
Because I
I
heard
know it's
somebody
big
say the
top
other
10.
day that it doesn't matter once you're in the top 10.
Well, that's fine if you're in the top 10, but
Top
Right? How does
10%.
it-
I'm sorry.
Well,
Which,
yeah, it
Oh,
does.
but
though. I
don't you
want a
have an
number.
actual ranking, Amy? You're
It
like,
does, yeah.
yeah, she does.
yeah. But I've been like going up and down, like, and it's been hard.
Yeah, because
I
we
don't
don't do that.
understand
All we
it.
do is 10. I've just got top 10% since
Oh, I look at the number all the
January.
time.
Yeah,
I'll
but
play
does it
one
move?
game.
That
Yeah,
the
I play
number?
one game and I'm on there like, I'm obsessed. Which
I have
because
two.
me and
Now
Carl
I'm
are
looking.
so
You know
close,
I'm looking
though.
at my
That's
thing
why.
right now.
I know. Me and
You are
Carl
on the
are so
edge.
close. I can't. I need to be the best.
Yeah.
Yes, you are
See?
going to. You're working it. Okay, if you want your number, go on to the leaderboard. And then you
Leaderboard.
can see the actual
what?
where your actual ranking is.
Do I want to know
Collins
that?
rating's gone down again.
I still think that my Premier is pushed into my regular standard Collins rating because it's still not moving. It got crap.
No, they don't. The Premier doesn't count in your regular CRS. It's its own separate thing.
Because I was in the top 40% and now I'm not ranking at all.
For a
Oh,
Premier,
wait, what?
Here.
Even
Does
if
that mean
like
I'm
you haven't played.
405th
Yes.
yes, you are.
in the world?
Yes, yes.
Shut the
How
front
did you do that
door.
again? Say how you did that. Leaderboards?
Yeah, so for everyone listening and watching, on the AXEGIRLS app in the menu, if you go to leaderboards, it brings up global rankings.
And then
And you can
spend about
actually use
10
your
minutes
search
trying to
tool.
write.
No, there's the search tool.
Did you see there's
Type in your name.
60,751 players?
I did see that, but Naughty, you are number 3010.
Well, that's not bad. Out of
Ooh,
16,000,
nice.
I'll take it.
There you
I
go.
am
Absolutely.
367
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm coming up for you, Scratch.
and top female in the UK.
Yeah, you are. 'Cause
Congrats,
you're a
good
badass.
job.
That's why.
And
That's
I think
right.
Europe
Yeah.
as well. I think Europe as a whole, to be honest, because there's not that many.
You're
Okay, good
slaying
job.
it.
I
That's
was
all right.
number one, all like men and women, until like a couple of weeks ago. And let's get that man on.
Yes.
Colin, the
Mm.
actual CRS guy. Dude, we should totally. All right, Colin.
And we'll
We
ask
might
him
not be able to get him
questions.
until after. I imagine he's very busy right now. I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
imagine
seeing
all
my
the
emails.
questions. Yeah, exactly. I can't imagine all the questions he's got right now after that list came out. And then tomorrow when it comes out and all the players are like, why am I, and then
Yes.
he's
You
gonna
might
be
not
like,
want to.
exactly.
Might be afraid
He's
of
gonna be
us.
like, no.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
damn it. What
We
did
should
I
just do
say
a
I was?
shout out. We should just do a shout out right now and just ask him if he will come on our show and explain the
Yeah.
Collins rating system.
So, Chris Collins, if you are watching, we would love, love, love to have you on our show so you could explain the Collins rating. We have a lot of peeps that say, I don't understand, including myself. So, if you are watching, listening, please reach out to us and we would love to have you on our show to explain to all the viewers and listeners how the Collins rating system works. Thank you in advance.
No pressure or anything, but we kind of need you.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. This is Balak signing off with Axel, Scratch, and Nordy. And stay tuned for our episode next week. Send us what your most memorable moment in axe throwing is, please. And thank you for all your participation. And watch out for us on YouTube, Spotify, and thank you very much.
To do the trick shot because I didn't do it for two reasons. One, I don't know if I can get the source video.
The sauce video?
Source.
The source.
There you go. That word.
Source. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Source. And and gotta remember that we also are a blood cast. We're also pug. How about I just don't talk today?
Welcome to, I'm going to say that again.
We were happy to take anyone and anyone.
That's what she said.
Here we come to the adult portion of the show.
You'd already messed it up. It's fine.
Oh, that was my fault. Okay.
We look forward to, gotta start that off again. Thank you everyone for joining us today. This is Battle Axe signing off with Axel, Nordy, and Carl. Hope you enjoyed the episode and stay tuned for next week. What to say? What did I say?
I've seen it before.
Make it funny.
So,
Well, Carl was here for 1 second, but I wouldn't thank
I
him.
said Carl.
Oh, said Carl. She doesn't even know where we are.
Oh my God, that's even better. I said she was just reading along the bottom. That's all she was doing. Oh my God.
Oh, first I thought she screwed up naughty. I'm like, wait, no, she said naughty. I'm like, who the F is Carl?